Hey y'all, welcome back. Have another battle here with a guy named Qwilliams23 who walked on to my stream, and he wanted a UU match, which I am happy to do because there is a Mega Evolution that I have not used in the past, and that is Mega Obama Snow. And I decided to try to bring a half-assed ice team, which a lot of my Pokemon are under UU in tier, so kind of worried looking at his team because he brought a lot of powerhouses in UU, and yeah, something to worry about. I lead with Nidoking actually kind of predicting this, this Darmanitan, which really is a scary thing for my team, being that I brought so many Ice types. So I end up staying in, though, hoping to get off a Earth Power against it, although he goes right into his Hydra. And I'm just going to set up Stealth Rocks. I know this thing's probably going to kill me, but I'm kind of hoping that maybe I can live a hit, but I don't. So, yeah, that Dark Pulse definitely KOs. Very strong Dragon type there, and I'm kind of thinking maybe it's Choice Spec, so I go out into my Abomasnow. I can set up the Hail, and if he stays in and doesn't kill me, kill it with a Blizzard. So that's what I do. Mega Evolve into Mega Abomasnow, which is a Mega Evolution that's not too popular. I believe it's RU in usage right now, mainly because it doesn't really do much over its non-Mega form, really, and it still has those huge amount of weaknesses, but it also can hit really freaking hard with 100% Blizzards, so goodbye Hydreigon, although I did take a chunk from that Dark Pulse first. So he goes into Cobalt, which another Pokemon I'm really worried about, this Calabian, Cobalion, something like that. Cobalion? I say Calabian, but that's not how it's spelled, it's Cobalion or something. Okay, but either way, I go into Chandelure, predicting the Iron Head, although he just sets up Stealth Rocks, which is a good play, being that most of my team is weak to Stealth Rocks, being that I brought this Fire-type Chandelure thing, and as well as a ton of Ice types. And due to my negligence, I didn't bring a Rapid Spinner or a Defogger, so that kind of sucks for me. I go for the Shadow Ball, figuring that the Fire move was too predictable, and it does end up paying off because he goes into this Quagsire, which is a really bulky Pokemon and would have been able to take my Fire Blast quite nicely. However, it's going to be able to 2-hit KO with that Shadow Ball, which is actually really impressive considering how bulky Quagsire is. And this Chandelure is just a Choice Scarf Chandelure, not a Choice Specs one, so it's going to do an impressive amount of damage with that first Shadow Ball and then finish it off with the second. So that is pretty cool for me, I must say. But now he goes into Suicune, which is kind of ridiculous that it's even UU. Another Pokemon that just blows my mind. How did the usage drop over the years? There was a time that Suicune defined the OU metagame. Oh well, that was back in Gen 3, to be fair, but it's been OU in most generations since then. Regardless, I go into Golduck, mainly because I worried about A, a water move, because I had a fire type in, and B, that it would try to set up with Calm Minds, and that's pretty cool, actually, that he did go for the Calm Mind, because I have Encore in this Golduck. So, yeah, keep using that Calm Mind. I'll figure it out in the meantime. Unfortunately, I don't really have anything to do with this Golduck, aside from that, so I am going to have to try to switch into Mega Obama. I do have a Stab Grass move, although after a few Calm Minds, I don't really know how much it's going to do, but I figure it's my best shot, so I go back into Abomasnow, who I can survive one more round of Stealth Rocks before dying, so this is the last time I can try to switch it in. He is going to actually switch out, which is actually, I'll take it. I really didn't want to have to deal with a 3 Calm Mind Suicune anyway. As he goes into his Q-Tip, which is his, what is this thing called? Whimsicott, I think. This thing is a prankster thing, and it's actually, as of Gen 6, a fairy as well. I can't really switch out, and I know he's probably going to outspeed me, so I'm just going to go for the, the Ice Shard, which is still super effective, and obviously a priority move. I didn't really think Mega Obama was going to outspeed this, so yeah, now I die, but at least there's that. But yeah, Ice Shard definitely does do a considerable chunk on its way out. So now I go into my Glaceon, which is a Choice Specs Glaceon, which really does benefit from the Hail for 2 reasons. One, it can spam 100% accuracy Blizzards, as well as heal itself with Ice Body, which is an ability that, like Rain Dish for, just for the Hail. So, basically gives me Leftovers Recovery on a Choice Spexer, which is kind of neat. Anyway, I go for that Blizzard. He does go out into his Cobalion, and, yeah, it does do a lot of damage thanks to my huge special attack stat, but due to the resistance, he's able to survive, and I decide just to stay in, hoping that he'd overpredict. There's no reason for him to do it. It's probably a mistake on my part, as he just goes for the Iron Head to take out Glaceon, so that really does hurt. So goodbye, Glaceon. Sorry, man. Kind of misplayed you there. Oh well, so this Koba Lion is pretty much a scary, scary threat for me right now. I go out into Haxorus hoping that maybe I can set up a Dragon Dance or something against this thing. Unfortunately for me, he ends up getting a crit with close combat. I'm not 100% sure if that mattered. Obviously, Koba Lion is a huge offensive powerhouse, but I was kind of thinking I could live at least one hit, and because of that crit, I know I'm never going to get the chance, but whatever. I'm definitely going to repay that crit later, as you'll probably see. I go into Chandelure once again, and once again, I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. This is, as I said earlier, a choice Scarf Chandelure. I do have the Energy Ball, but I just didn't know if it would kill the Koba Lion at this point. So I just, once again, go for the Shadow Ball. Now, he goes out into, yeah, this thing, this Darmanitan, and misses the Rock Slide, which would have almost certainly killed. He is also a choice Scarfer, clearly, and that Rock Slide would have pretty much clinched him the game, but, yeah, that miss, pretty awesome for me. Kind of repays him for the earlier crit, so now I go for the Shadow Ball, and I get a crit, so I kind of just completely twofold repaid him for the crit, although, funnily enough, he crits with the Scald, although he probably didn't need it to finish off my Chandelure, being that it's super effective and stabbed. But, yeah, because of that crit I got on Suicune, though, Golduck is able to come in, go for the stab, Hydro Pump, and kill that Suicune. Definitely mattered, that crit Shadow Ball. Definitely would have been able to finish off with Golbat without it. And, yeah, his last Pokemon is this Whimsicott, and it does not carry a Grass move, so he's pretty much screwed at this point. He said he didn't carry Energy Ball or anything, so yeah, I go for the Blizzard, and it does connect and takes this thing out. So, good game, Qwilliams23. Definitely a game I probably should have lost. Actually, I mean, I was kind of bringing a team. I was really worried about this Hail team. I just wanted to use Mega Obama, and I just kind of threw it together. So I'm actually kind of, glad that I did good enough that I was able to survive until the end and have the crit or the hacks matter. So I think I played that pretty well given the team matchup. So obviously by now you guys have heard the Pokemon Sun and Moon announcements. They're coming out the end of next year, probably going to be the new Gen 7 games. Definitely for the 3DS, so it's, I think, no Pokemon Z. They'll just be Pokemon Sun and Moon. My question of the day is, what is your biggest hope for these games? You can name a Mega Evolution you really want, or a feature you really want returned or added to the games. As for me, Mega Dustbuster. Please, Nintendo, Mega Dustbuster. But yeah, I had to do it. You guys have probably all heard, or yeah, I've been hearing it probably for the last 24 hours now. How questions and comments about Sun and Moon, but I figured I'd start a discussion here as well. So leave a comment about that. I hope I see you guys again next time. Later.